In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to create linear gradients. Now, what linear gradients are is you are creating a background that is a mixture of two colors. So the background would start from one color, say red, and then move slowly to become another color, say yellow. Now, for all linear gradients, you need to specify two colors. There should be a starting color and there should be an ending color. I start as red and then I move along some way and I slowly become yellow. And how I move by default, if I don't set a direction I would move from top to bottom. I would move from red on the top to yellow on the bottom. If I don't set a particular direction. So I think this will be a lot easier to understand once I give you an actual example. So for our linear gradient, I'll pick red as the starting color and I'll pick yellow as the ending color. And just as a side note, you can represent this in words or you can represent this in hex code. That doesn't matter. That's generally true of all color related things in CSS. Anyways, let's start by creating our divider. Let's give it an idea of grad. So let's give our divider a height of 250 pixels. Let's give it a width of 250 pixels. Let's set the linear gradient next. Now, a very important note. The CSS property for linear gradient is not linear gradient. It is background image. I repeat, the CSS property for linear gradients is background image, not linear gradient, background image. And the difference is from, say, using a picture file as the background image is. In a picture file, remember we do this, URL, and then I write the picture file name inside. For linear gradients, we write linear-gradient. And inside, we add 2 or 3 values. And what I mean by this is, in this case, we'll just go by the default way of color movement. So we'll only include 2 values. Those 2 values are the starting color, in our case red, we're starting with red, and the ending color is going to start red at the top and then move to yellow at the bottom. So our second color is yellow. And, well, let me show you what this will look like in the browser. Ta-da! Look, top to bottom. It starts red at the top, then moves towards yellow at the bottom. So in addition, you can also make the color change from left to right. And how that is done is instead of 2 values, you add 3 values. So as the first value, instead of leaving it blank, instead of not putting anything, you would write to right. So the first value is to right. In our case, the second and third value are the same. So that we also, in this example, start with a red color and then move to a yellow color. It's moving towards the right. And let me show you what this looks like in the browser. So it starts at red on the left and it moves towards yellow at the right. And in addition, you can also have the gradient move from one corner to another corner in a diagonal manner. So as with this one, what we're changing is again the first term. And instead of to right, let's write to bottom right. We'll use the same colors. Let me show you what this looks like in the browser. See, starts at the top left corner and moves to the bottom right corner and becomes yellow slowly. So those are a few things you can do with linear gradients. And remember, you can write the hex code also. You don't have to write the words. There are many colors you can use, and just to play around with a certain design if you don't want something to only be one color. But anyways, this does bring us to the end of our video. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.